Why hello there. Coming up on the Fridge News. Digital Foundry talks consoles. We talk some more console updates. Fez 2? Nope. And Bioshock Infinite DLC. And some Pokémon.
Get ready.
Hello, I'm your host, Mr. 6507. Welcome to the Fridge Gaming News. Bringing you all kinds of stuff about your favorite console news, and occasionally some PC stuff. Because that's what happens here. We bring it together. So according to Digital Foundry, the PlayStation 4 could have up to 20% more power than the Xbox One. Now to do this, they compared PCs. Now the Xbox One PC had an AMD Radeon HD 7850 in it, and the PS4 PC had an AMD Radeon 7870 XT in it. Now, if you're not familiar with graphics cards, both of these cards are almost as close as you can get to top of the line, and they represent, in terms of cores and whatever else you would find, the graphics processors you will find inside of the console. The reason why they chose the PS4 one is because it has about 50% more computational power than the one that they put in the Xbox. Now to compare this, they played several games and several GPU tools on there, and they said it should have about a 24% computational increase over the Xbox One. Now, I've gone ahead and prepared some math for you based on this number percentage magic thing. Now, 60 FPS, when doing the math, turns into 74.4 frames per second. Now, that's a small increase, and your eyes won't notice that. Everything above 60 FPS, basically your brain doesn't really see it. It might actually make you more seasick. Now, 30 FPS turns into 37.2 FPS, which is a pretty noticeable upgrade in terms of frames, but it's really the difference between looking at the ground and looking at another player. Now, 20 frames per second, this is like your super laggy, horribly optimized game, turns to 24.8 frames per second, which can turn a really bad potato feeling game into Minecraft running on my laptop. Finally, this is not an apples to pears change. It's not really separated in consoles because unless you have a frame counter up, you're never going to know you increased 6 frames. And most likely it's going to have VSync on anyway, which means you'll never go above 30 frames per second or 60. Now, continuing on from the last news show we did, which was 3 weeks ago, we have new news about the Xbox One reputation system. It is PhD proven. Now, what it means is that they decided now to go out and explain to us that it uses a traffic light system. If it's green, you're a good player. If it's yellow, you need improvement. And if it's red, it means avoid me at all costs. Now, if all your points come from a yellow player or a red player, they won't count as much as if they come from a green player. Therefore, it cuts down on the amount of trolling that could happen. So if you have that like 12-year-old in your friends list who happens to be your cousin and is annoying you, and he just decides to spam you with thumbs down and gets all his friends to do it, and they're all also yellow and red, it won't count towards destroying a green. And probably one green thumbs up will make up for all of those thumbs down. Also announced was the price for the Xbox controllers. The new controllers will be $59.99 starting off, and the headsets will be $24.99. Now with the headsets, they have announced that you can get an adapter to use your Xbox 360 headsets with the controller, but they prefer that you use the proprietary port because it's supposedly faster than the old one, even though I never knew that there was lag going between your headset and the Xbox itself. Switching gears a bit, the Nintendo 3DS XL will come in black. It's back in black on August 11th. This console is sharing the launch with a new RPG in the franchise of Mario and Luigi called Mario and Luigi Dream Team. It sounds like a sports sim. Going back to basically console news, Phil Fish has announced after the continuation of last time's news show that Fez 2 is canceled. Now this is because he got into an argument with a member of Game Trailers over Twitter, and there was name calling, which resulted in Fish saying that Fez 2 is canceled and he's done in the games industry. He just packed up and left. Fez 2 is canceled. No one can contact him because he's so fed up with the internet right now. Bioshock Infinite! Bioshock. So Bioshock Infinite is finally having DLC coming out for it. Clash in the Clouds is a Bioshock Infinite DLC. It's the first one to come out. It's $5, or you could go buy the season pass, and it is out right now. Basically, it is a arena battle game, or a boss rush, or whatever you want to call it, where you have to survive. Now you're working for guns, loot, whatever, but you're also working towards lore. So if you're a super lore nerd about Columbia and all the awesome sauce that is Bioshock Infinite, be sure to get that. The other DLC is called Buried at Sea. Booker and Elizabeth are actually at Rapture on the night of New Year's Eve 1958 when the whole city goes screwy. Now I'm going to have to take a page from the Polaris TGS books, Spoiler Finger. Now if you don't want spoilers, run. So this is awesome because not only does it give the backstory to everything else and it's filling in the lore for everyone else who wants it, it also means that we get to see an alternate reality of Booker and Elizabeth, which at the end of the game, your brain goes, I want to see all those, doesn't it? Because mine did. Oh, plus reskinning, which looks pretty cool. But yes, spoiler finger is down. You may resume normal operations. So, finally, Pokemon is offering Shiny Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina at participating Gamestops, which is all of them. Starting on August 9th, you can get a Shiny Dialga. Starting on August 19th, you can get a Shiny Palkia. And on August 30th, you can get Shiny Giratina. Now the prerequisites to having this are you must have the National Dex, and you must have less than 11 Wonder Cards in your inventory at all times. So delete one or something. Anyway guys, that's it for the Fringe Gaming News for this week, and maybe the next 3 weeks, I don't know. But these will still be coming out, don't worry about it. But until then, stay cool with the fridge. Now I have gone ahead and prepared some math for you. Oh crap. No, I haven't.